Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I'll be going through today's price action. Overall, no trades for me. Again, this has been quite a sleepover week. It's been pretty boring this week. No trades for me this week, but I'll be going over kind of what I was looking at today. Briefly going to the news calendar, we had news at 8:30. So I'd start looking for setups at that time. Still keeping in mind this. Actually, I have it here on my journal. This idea on the monthly chart that we could see lower prices to that monthly gap because of that previous year high SMT, that change in state of delivery. This is all making me lean a bit more bearish, at least on this chart. And this is just good for me to have like a quite a higher time frame like idea of what price could do. When we get to the daily, we saw with yesterday's move, we respected that fair value gap really well, pushed lower. We took out already this first target here, but ultimately, I'm also looking at this external range liquidity of this daily range, and yeah, we've been just continuously respecting bearish order flow, respecting bearish fair value gaps, and I would expect that to go at least until this low, and maybe we could drive towards that monthly fair value gap right here. So overall, I am still leaning bearish. When we get to the 90-minute chart for today, we saw that yesterday we had that previous day high SMT, and price pushed so hard. We had this huge move. It happened before the market opened, so I couldn't capitalize off it. And yeah, basically we took out that first target here, but that daily range low, external range liquidity, is still intact. So because we have this previous day high SMT, I'm looking at this as like high of the week, and basically I'd be open to take any low time frame entries. So overall, my bias on the daily chart is bearish. My framework on the intermediate time frame, like the 90-minute, is also bearish. So my time frames are aligned, and the only thing I need to look for is an entry. But when we get to the 50-minute chart, prices like didn't close above the previous session high, so we don't have any SMT here. So no way I could have entered on the 15-minute chart. And this is something interesting as well. The volume profile, we can see that we tapped into the value area high of the 3-month volume profile, and then we got rejected from there. And this volume profile right here, this one is yesterday's volume profile, and we can see that the point of control is lower than the previous day, showing kind of more weakness in price. And this volume profile right here at the bottom is the start of today. So yeah. So overall, I was looking for any bearish SMTs. We did have a bearish SMT here. Technically, and I was waiting for a change in state of delivery, but it got to like 11:20 a.m. and things were still like chopping around. This has been quite a choppy day, to be honest. So I decided to just stay out. I can just go briefly to today. So I know this is now showing a new 90-minute cycle, but I was like looking for an SMT all through this chop. So this has been a lot of chop, and then we got an SMT here on the highs, and then a change in state of delivery here. But I didn't take this because of just how choppy price has been leading up to it. I'm looking at like this. This is kind of like the range I was looking at. And so this was technically a valid setup right here, and targeting lower. But honestly, even if I was in this trade right now, I would have already been stopped out at break even, because we took out this low, and from here, because of how choppy price has been, it's just been stuck in this range. Like, honestly, if you just look at it, it's just really choppy. So because if I was in this trade and it took out this low right here, I would have brought stops to break even, because from this low I would like to see price kind of accelerate lower to the target. And if we bounced back and went back into the range and started chopping like we are now, then that's not what I want to see. So yeah, I didn't take this trade, and honestly I'm happy that I didn't take this trade, because like, just looking at things objectively right here, price is stuck like in this range right here. It's not looking too pretty. So I guess the best thing to do is just come back tomorrow and see if there's anything a bit more clear. And yeah, even if I would have taken a position today, it would have been a break-even trade, because I would have been quick to bring up stops to break-even just due to the choppy nature of the market. So yeah, that's about it. That is the rundown of the day. Unfortunately, I couldn't capitalize off this huge move yesterday, but it is what it is. And yeah, that's about it. So honestly, even though I didn't take any trades this week so far, I still have tomorrow. I'm actually not upset, because preserving capital is just as important, if not more important, than making capital. So as long as the model isn't there, as long as I'm following the plan, then it's a green day in my books. That's why I like, even though this week has been all break evens, they're all green, because I followed my plan, I have followed my rules, so it's a green day in my eyes. So yeah, that's about it. So hope this was relatively insightful, and we'll come back tomorrow, and hopefully it's a bit less choppy and weird than today. Alright, see ya.